hear it for this cast. My name is Alex Timbers, and I'm the director of Beetlejuice. Normally, when you say an experience on a show has been a roller coaster, that usually refers to histrionic personalities, bad behavior, a kind of all about Eve-like environment, or Smash if that's more your thing. Yeah. But the roller coaster of this show has been buoyed by a group of wonderfully kind and supportive people on both sides of the stage. I'm going to mention a few of them right now. While Beetlejuice could have easily shuttered after our short run in Washington, or after our opening night on Broadway, or after a certain well-known producer's lovely surprise for us in the middle of the Winter Garden run, or because of the pandemic, this musical has remarkably kept rising from the dead, thanks to our incredible producers Mark Kaufman, Kevin McCormick, Jenny Gersten, Devin Kudell, Michael Demniak, and its wonderful, faithful co-producers and investors. Strange and unusual musical took an army, and we were so lucky to have Callie Goff, Shelby Ladd, Matt Polk, and our very own TikTok superstar Presley Ryan. Now, Beetlejuice's development started back in 2010, believe it or not, and over the last 13 years, the creative pillars of this show have consistently been our writers, Anthony King, Scott Brown, musical supervisor Chris Kukul, our choreographer Connor Gallagher, and a special shout out to my exceptional associate director Katie Davis. Now, everything you see on stage tonight was created by one of the most talented teams of designers, puppet makers, special effects, and illusions artists ever assembled on Broadway, led by set designer David Corrins. Was influenced by the brilliance of the original father of Beetlejuice, the visionary director Tim Burton. Keeping us all safe, happy, and monitoring the fidelity of the show nightly, we were lucky to have Rachel Botter and Maddie DiCarlo leading our stage management team, as well as the incredible crew, both backstage and in the follow spot booth, the musicians in the pit, and the Cracker Jack usher team out front. Finally, my final two, I promise, this incredible cast. I've never witnessed a more happy, talented, harmonious, and immensely kind group of actors. The authentic love they feel for each other and the joy they have performing this show just spills out into the house like Jeremy Chernick's copious amounts of dry ice. And they've been loyal. Let me ask you all a question. How many of you have been part of some reading workshop or lab prior to this, for this show? I mean, that's incredible. Those started over 7 years ago. I mean, unbelievable. And speaking of our leads, I always say that being the lead of a show is both being a leading actor on stage, but being a leader backstage as well. Normally on a show, you're lucky if you have one person who does this. You're screwed if you have none. But to have all of your leading actors behave like this is unheard of. And Alex and Elizabeth. You are truly beacons of light in this world. And lastly, the reason we all get to do this is you. Since our very first performance in Washington to today, 1 million people have seen Beetlejuice the musical live on stage. These songs have been streamed 3 billion times. As an audience, you are statistically quite a bit younger than the average Broadway audience. And among you, you represent a statistically unusually large percentage of first-time Broadway attendees. I know I speak for everyone here on stage and backstage to say that our greatest hope is that those first-time visitors to a Broadway show, of course, enjoy the show, but just as importantly, that they enjoy it enough that it inspires them to want to seek out other Broadway and off-Broadway shows to attend. And to possibly build a lifetime as a theater goer. Now, we often say that this is a show about death. That's actually really a celebration of life. And you all have given us life. Thank you.